Hello. Welcome to my third video, and this time I'll be speaking about Wayward Son. So, since I pre-ordered Wayward Son on Book Depository, it took like 2 weeks to get here after it was released, so that was a bit of an annoying wait. It's basically I avoided everything Rainbow, Rowell, Carry On, blah 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 on the internet for 2 weeks, which is just annoying. Now it's just in suspense for so long. I've been waiting for this for years, and then I have to wait an extra 2 weeks because I ordered it on Book Depository and it takes forever to deliver things here. I mean, I guess 2 weeks isn't as bad as it takes for some people, but it was annoying. Anyway, got it on Saturday. Finally got the chance to read it, even though I had to work Saturday and Sunday, so I couldn't just sit around reading it all day. And yeah, I have some thoughts. I mean, I marathoned it in the weekend. Read it pretty quickly for me. 2 days. Great result for Brooke, considering I had to do other things in between as well, so I can just read it all day. And I would have probably done it in one day if I had stayed up later at night, but I was so tired and I needed to go to sleep and be rested. So yeah. Anyway, I ordered the American hardcover edition because I think it just, hot take, but it looked so much better than the UK edition. And in New Zealand we usually get like a paperback version of the UK covers. So I got this one. It's quite nice. I mean, I have some thoughts on the Wayward Son cover, so maybe that can be a different video. But anyway, it's nice. I like it. It's way thinner than Carry On, which I was like, oh, okay. And nice papers, and ooh, that foil was such a good decision. But this is not a cover review video. This is my thoughts on their content. So, after I finished it yesterday, straight away, without looking at anyone else's reviews or opinions or anything, because I wanted to form my own opinion, I wrote a sort of mind dump list of bullet points of my thoughts on Wayward Son. And I'll be sharing some of those. So, the thing that I think stands out most about it to me, which I kind of was expecting and I kind of wasn't, is that it really feels like a filler book. Like, after I finish it, without knowing that it's actually becoming a trilogy, and like Rainbow has announced that and everything, and there's a name for the next book, and there might be other books after that. Before knowing any of that, and thinking maybe it would happen anyway, so I actually thought that when she announced Wayward Son, that it might be a trilogy. But I thought immediately after finishing Wayward Son, kind of while I was reading it as well, I just thought that it felt so much like an in-between book. Like, pretty much none of the questions that I thought would be answered, or the things that I thought would happen in it, happened. Like, Simon didn't find out about his family, about his parents, the mage, blah blah. I really thought that was gonna happen. It's called Wayward Son. I was just like, what? You didn't find out about it in this book? What? The whole time, well, like the first half, I was just thinking, alright, when's Simon gonna find out about it? And I'm like, nah, it's not gonna happen. And I also thought that Agatha's sexuality might be addressed, but apart from that little bit in the start where she was like, maybe I could be attracted to them, but I'm not, wasn't really addressed. But I think it does still lean towards her being asexual and aromantic, so that is nice. I think there will be something else that is addressed in Any Way the Wind Blows, so that's good. I think that's going in the right direction. Also, I don't know, I thought we'd have more confrontations about Simon and Bez's relationship, maybe with like Bez's parents and Agatha and everything, but not. And so that's another thing that didn't happen that I feel would have happened if it was like the only sequel to Carry On. Hence it feels like a filler book. What else? Got my smoothie here. before Wayward Son came out, I was thinking, I think Simon and Bez really need to get to a point where they like nearly break up or do break up in this book. I was kind of hoping for that to happen, but oh, that happened in a much worse way than I wanted it. I felt like their relationship was so depressing in Wayward Son. It was just so flat and there wasn't affection. They wouldn't just talk to each other. I think I wrote that about a million times in my bullet points. Just talk to each other, boys. Then you'll know things. Simon, you're not useless. Baz, he does love you. Ugh. So yeah, I felt like their relationship had not progressed in a good way since the end of Carry On. That was kind of surprising. Like, I thought it would be a bit better. I thought there'd be a rocky patch, but I didn't think there'd be a whole book-sized rocky patch of flatness and not being lovey together. So that was sad. I'm also shook about Micah breaking up with Penny. Like, I was an exchange student and I like got a boyfriend overseas myself and I was like, oh, it's so nice that Penny had that as well. And then whoop, they break up at the start. Like, that's so sad. No. And then Penny was like sad and didn't have plans. And it was, I guess it was like kind of a good wake up call for her in a way. Still sad though. I wanted to see more of Micah. I was so excited to get to know Micah in Wayward Son. Like, I thought he was going to be there and then we just like didn't find out much more about him at all. Like, we met him and it was like, oh, he's breaking up with her. And he has been trying to for the past 6 months or whatever. I'm like, what? No! But when we eliminate Micah, we get Shepherd. A great addition to the book. Now, that was something I wasn't expecting as well. Like, the whole book was something I wasn't expecting. It didn't go how I was expecting at all. Which just shows just don't have expectations, obviously. But since I haven't looked at what anyone else thinks about this book yet, I have no idea whether people like Shepherd, but I do. I think he's great. I think he's a really cool character. And he really adds another dimension to the foursome. The five now, like, I feel like he's a part of it and he should stay a part of it. It's just like interesting having him as the non-magical person fascinated with magic. That's just like such a nice character, you know? And he's just cool, and of course he's from Omaha. Like, when they went to the Renaissance Fair in Omaha, it's just like, oh my god, of course we got to Omaha somehow. Like, every Rainbow Rowell book needs to have Omaha, Nebraska. And then like, ooh, there was such a twist at the end that he's cursed. I was not expecting that. Like, when the vampire, like, couldn't drink him properly, I was like, what? Why? Is he secretly some kind of other magical creature? No, he's cursed! That's interesting. How does that work? Cool. Want to find out more about that? He's just a cool guy. I like him. I mean, his methods of talking to Simon and Bez and Penny were not great at the start, but he kind of got them out of, like, that role, even though he got them into it to start with, so whatever. But cool guy. Thanks for Shepherd, Rainbow. Weird name, but sure. Like, why do we have Shepherd and Lamb? What significance does that have? That must have some significance, right? I haven't thought about it. I should have. I don't know. Please, tell me, why are they called Shepherd and Lamb? I feel like this is really obvious and I'm just so stupid for not thinking of it yet. But whatever. Another really random thing is that when I had the whole conspiracy going on about a Carry On sequel, one of the things added to the thread on Tumblr was that Rainbow Rowell had tweeted something about googling Heather, like the flower, but also all these women were coming up. And I thought, oh, that must mean something about England, because heather is a really common flower in England. And then it turns out it was just on Bez's shirt. Like, I'm like, oh, that's where heather came into it. Okay. And yeah, something else. I really miss England after this book. Like, not that I've ever been to England, but you know, I miss Carry On. I miss England as a setting for these guys. Like, being in America was cool, but that was definitely just a bit of a whoop, filler book, weird adventure thing. I feel like it's really time to go back to England now. I'm glad they are. Like, yeah, America was interesting, but I felt like Carry On just had a completely different vibe to Wayward Son. Yeah. So, that was, yeah, the road trip was not what I was expecting at all. What a wild ride. Not your average road trip, I've written. Not a cozy road trip. I felt bad for Simon when he's like, we're so close to the Grand Canyon and we're not even gonna see it. Like, he just wanted to see some tourist attractions, but they didn't get to do that. Sad. Such a sad road trip. Also, something I loved about it was that it expanded the world of mages a lot. Like, we got to learn so much about the magical world in America and all the different creatures in the quiet zones and Western Nebraska being a quiet zone. That was pretty cool. Like, all the stuff with the quiet zones and the different magical creatures and all the magical politics. Loved it. Oh yeah, and Agatha. Agatha, I'm glad there was Agatha in this book, you know. She's great. So sad that she got involved in a weird vampire cult. But the best thing was that she saved herself in the end. She's not the princess that is saved. She's not the damsel in distress. You know, Agatha, she has her own story too, and that's the best thing about Agatha as a character. Like, oh, so epic at the end when she, like, had the thoughts about the people being there and then, like, oh, I can get magic and then I can do spells under my breath. And, like, yes, Agatha. She is great. And Agatha and Penny were such an epic duo. Oh, slay those vampires. That last battle scene was great. I love that. Oh. Yeah, the battle scenes in this book were really good. Like, battle scenes aren't usually something I appreciate, but they were really good in this book. I enjoyed reading those. Oh yeah, I also like the clothes descriptions, the clothing descriptions. Bez's style, Penny style, both 10 out of 10. Love it, guys. But also, like, that description of Lamb, like, with the ear length auburn hair, I was just like, how is this supposed to look good? I don't know how it was supposed to look good. It was just annoying me the whole time I was reading, because it was saying how Lamb was supposed to be really beautiful, and I'm just like imagining him like Willy Wonka. Like, nah. The mental image was just not there for me with Lamb. It was really hard to imagine a good looking man with ear-length auburn hair and like a bright blue suit. It's like, Yeah, oh, there was so much vampires in this book. I was not expecting it to have such a vampire focus. Pretty cool though that we learn a lot more about vampires. Oh my god, Bez is immortal. Oh my god. What's gonna happen there? Also, in like that last battle scene when Simon like seemed like he might be dead, I was like, oh my god guys, this is it, it's happening. Bez is going to bite Simon, he's going to turn him. This is the moment, oh my god. Then it didn't happen, so that was pretty good. Kind of a relief. But I really thought it was gonna happen. But yeah, the vampires, that was interesting. The Nalnix vampires, what the heck. Yeah. Las Vegas is like a vampire den? Interesting. Yeah. It might have had a bit too much vampire focus, but still, it was fun. My poor Bessie boy. Oh yeah. They did a lot of crime in this book. Like, how are they going to renew themselves? I just was like worrying every time they did something criminal. Like, guys, no, don't do it. How are they going to redeem themselves? Oh, there's just so much to think about after this book as well. Just so much that didn't get answered that I thought would. Just like, and new questions. Oh! Oh yeah, there are also like a surprising number of car descriptions. Like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, just a lot of things not being resolved. It's what I've written about a lot. Outfits. Sam not finding out about his family. Micah and Penny. Simon and Baz. Oh yeah, it was also interesting that I think we only had 5 points of view in this book, whereas in Carry On there were a few more, I think. Like, we only had Simon, Baz, Agatha, Penny, and Shepherd. Shepherd's great. But yeah, not as many points of view. Interesting. Oh yeah, I just felt like there was no closure with this book. Like, I know I keep saying it, but it just feels like such a filler book. Like, just such an in-between book. It's no surprise that there's another one coming after this. But that's also a good thing, because it means we get more of these guys. Like, kinda glad that it's a filler book. Yeah. And it's also, I mean, I did enjoy it, I did like it, but I didn't love it as much as Carry On. And I didn't get as much out of it as I thought I was going to, but it was still a really fun read, and like, it just felt right, like, reading about them again. They just felt exactly how I felt before, like, oh yeah, this is these characters, yeah. It was just so nice reading their narration. Oh yeah! What's gonna happen with Simon's wings and tail? Oh! Like, for some reason I've always really liked the wings and tail, even though, like, they're kind of stupid and they remind Simon of who he was and he needs to get over that and everything, but I like them! I feel like it'll probably be good for him to get rid of them, but I kind of want him to keep them. I don't know what to think. Yeah. That'll be interesting in the next book. What does Simon do with the wings and tail? Also, all the wing, like, things he did and all the stuff with the wings and tail was just fun. It's just a fun addition, having wings and tail. And people calling him different things. It's just fun. And all Shepherd's magical friends, just, so interesting. I love all these little details that got added in Wayward Son. Oh yeah, and they kept saying how, like, Bez's hair is longer. I'm like, how long is it now? Like, is it my length? Is it longer? What does he look like? How much longer is it? I mean, I'm living for this long hair Bez, but I want to know how long it really is. Also, what was really frustrating me when, like, the Dragon Hill lady took Penny's ring was, why didn't Penny just, like, put her gem on a necklace or something so that she could just be like, or like have it there all the time without having to like carry it around? It was just stressing me out that maybe she was going to lose it. Like, oh, couldn't she just do something else with it than holding it in her hand and like swallowing it and stuff? Just put it on a necklace, please, Penny. Why didn't she do that? Or like a bracelet or something, I don't know, just anything but holding it. Yeah, it was kind of short, but I mean, I guess it was as long as it needed to be. It was still a good ride. But yeah, just no closure. That's my biggest takeaway from this book. There's just no closure at all. Like, nah. But at least Agatha's coming back and we have a cool new guy and we learnt new fun stuff about the magical world and we had a good adventure, even though it was not cozy. It was not so fun for them. But yeah, that was cool. That was a cool book. But I don't love it as much as Carry On. But it's still like a good sequel, like respect to Rainbow for doing that. Good stuff. Really looking forward to the next one. I think that's about the summary of my thoughts on Wayward Son. Maybe I'll make a more coherent review in the future. Sorry if that just seemed really like a weird cut in the middle of the sentence, but my camera stopped recording, so I have to pick up here again. Hope I didn't forget anything. Yeah. But I don't think I talked about the last thing I was going to talk about, which is that I did not really like the last line in the book. Now, I have a thing for last lines in books. I think it's really cool when they have a great, I think it's really cool when books have a great opening line or closing line. It's just so nice to have a really good closing line. But the closing line for this book was literally just a lead on to the next book. Like, Baz, there's trouble at Watford. We have to go home now. Like, that doesn't It doesn't wrap up the book, it doesn't give you a good feeling. It's just, yeah, it's really an in-between book closing line. Also, one last thought. I really like the little illustrations in here. It wasn't broken up into like book 1, book 2, book 3, blah blah blah, like Carry On. But it still had the nice little interior illustrations, which were nice. Appreciated. Love a good illustration. Okay, so that's about it for my thoughts on Wayward Son. Almost said Carry On. I keep almost saying Carry On. Wayward Son. That's my thoughts on Wayward Son. Now, yeah, I saw on Rainbow Rowell's Instagram, because that's the first thing I checked after like 2 weeks of nothing about Rainbow Rowell stuff on the internet, to avoid spoilers and to make sure that I can have my own opinion of Wayward Son, that it's getting a sequel, Any Way the Wind Blows. Yay! Really looking forward to that. Hope all this stuff I felt there wasn't closure about in Wayward Son gets closure in that book, and it'd be really nice if there are books after that as well. But anyway, I just look forward to anything Rainbow does, really. So yeah, nice sequel, not quite what I expected, but good job nonetheless. This is probably already too long right now, and probably nobody watched to here, so that's it, lol. Also, my cat is here. He's adorable. Wow, what a cutie. Yes. Hope that focused. Bye.